Should move this. Not too much. Too much, too much. Now I'm sideways. Okay. It's not what I meant to show you. My bad. My bad, friends. It looks like I am live. This is what I meant to show you. Hello, hello. Happy Saturday night with Spirit Speaks, Psychic Medium Heidi, or whatever day of the week it is for you. I thank you guys for joining me. If you do not see a red live box up in that corner, then this is a replay and you have missed me. But I'm sure it's going to be an interesting time. So give me just a moment as I jump into my secondary device here. Let me find myself. Aha, now let me share myself. Hold on, guys. This is what is going on. Look at that face. Holy crap. I ain't going to draw nobody with that face. I will tell you. Oh, man. Hi, guys. Hi, Carla. Hi, Jody. Hi, Shelly. Let's see. Hi, Daily on YouTube. Thank you so much. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Aline. Hi, Catherine. Wow. Hi, friends. So I've got you up here on the chat. How do you like these graphics? Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. And it is Saturday. I'm going to open us up right here in Facebook. I will be reading As Drawn by Spirit, and I thank you guys for joining me today. I'm just going to get into the vibe. I'm going to light my Palo Santo. Yes, I really liked it as well. And I thank you guys for joining me no matter where you're at. Please, if you could be sure to like and follow my page, subscribe to my channel, share with your friends. That does help me out because you know more people than I do. And tap those hearts if you can. Give it a thumbs up if you're able. And engage in the chat because that's a lot of fun. So hi. Welcome. Hi, Diana. Hi, Kathy Castelletti, you sweetheart. Hi, Vanessa. Let's see. From Maryland. Hey, that's awesome. Hi, Jody. Sending hearts to everyone. We need it, Jody. Send some more love this way. Send some more love this way. It adds positive energy to the broadcast. It adds positive energy to the collective, to everyone else who is here. I do want to say that this is an 18 and over broadcast because I cuss and I vape. This is a nicotine vape. I apologize if it offends anybody, but I'm a real human person just like anybody else. And sometimes we talk about some sensitive things that children do not need to be present for. Hi, Carol King. I've been thinking about you, sweetheart. Oh, man. Let me just say this. Who saw Zodiac Monday this week? Who saw Zodiac Monday this week? I want to know, who did I tell you were going to have to talk to the cops? There was a group of signs, and I said, you guys are probably going to have to talk to the cops this week. I don't remember what group that was. You guys remember? Let me know. Yeah, see the delay in the comments? I still don't even have that on my phone. That's how lagged the delay is. I don't remember what group of signs it was. But I do want to say this. I don't know if it's like the full moon energy that we just had, the full super blue moon. I don't know if it's that energy that we just had or what the heck is going on these days. But I feel like me as a person, for an individual that does not break any rules or laws and lives the most authentic, best life possible, like I have way too much interaction with freaking cops, man. I'm telling you what, and it's never about me. It's really not, but I have way too much. Oh man, life has been crazy. Capricorn around me had police situation too. See, I was thinking, was it the earth sign? Because I'm a gosh darn earth sign. But then I thought to myself, maybe it wasn't because it wasn't really about me. But official people are intimidating, right, friends? Even if you're not guilty of a darn thing. You know what I mean? It's just a stressful situation. And I want to say to those of you right now, you know I'm a human person. a real human being with real life stuff that goes on. And I want you to know that, like, if you're somebody who has reached out to me and I have not responded to you, like, shit's going down for me. Okay. That's why I have unplugged. I want you guys to know. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They make you feel like a piece of shit, to be completely honest. 18 and over, friends. I said this. So, I have been cocooning. I mean, I know that I was live yesterday, but that was the reemergence again. Okay. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I could not show up to be of service. I just couldn't, to be honest. I was not feeling the greatest. And I definitely pulled in. I pulled a quick cocoon and I hermit moded myself until I felt well enough to kind of reemerge now and be of service and all these things. Look at this hair. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Let's see. Thank you so much, Gina. Gina Wright is my moderator. She may be dropping in some helpful tidbits to help the broadcast flow more smoothly. Hi, Melanie on YouTube. I caught you there. And hello, Lynn Burney. See how fast this goes? Oh, man. With your brother? Oh, no, it wasn't Carol. Oh. Sending love to you and your brother, Carol. I'll add you guys to the prayer list. Apparently, I'm the only one who has shit going down in my life. Crazy me, huh? Whatever. The strongest light workers have seen the darkest hours, friends. And they continue to show up and shine in every way that they're able. So, Carol, I'm adding you to my prayer list and your brother as well. Carol and her brother. And I'm going to put Nina because I love Nina. And I know that her birthday's coming up next Saturday. And Nina. I'm a hermit. You know what? It didn't feel like quite long enough, but we had pulled a card recently that said, do all things in moderation. And I was like, oh shit, Spirit's talking to me. Right. So I only hermit moded just for a little while. And then I reemerged and kept responsible on my schedule. You know what I mean? I don't have a list today. Michelle, I'm adding people to my prayer list right now. This is something that I do personally. I have a prayer list and I spend time here and there throughout the week and throughout the month to lift the list up in prayer. So I would love to add a friend of mine diagnosed with cancer. Michelle's friend. Yes. Spirit knows who your friend is, Michelle. Spirit knows who you're referring to. And I would most definitely see how quick these go on. I believe, Michelle, you might already be here with your friend, but I'll add you again and this other friend. Michelle's friend and Daniel Jokinnon. So this is just something that I do privately, like on my own time. You know what I mean? And see, that's the crap right there. Hold on. Gina, do you see that? Are you able to handle that? I missed it. Oh, no. Let's see. I missed it. Joe Kinnan said, okay. Add me to prayer list. Stephanie, yes. Hey, you disappeared. Somebody just asked for their son and disappeared on my phone. Did you remove it? Tammy's son, Brandon. I'll add you. Hi, Audrey. All right, no worries. It's just popping in and out of here. I don't know. I'm not tripping. You know what I mean, you guys? Like life has been really stressful and I'm not tripping tonight. Like I'm going to chill with you guys. I'm going to relax with you guys. I'm going to hang out with you guys. And of course, I'm going to do some readings because why the hell else would you show up to watch me? But I just got to relax and be in this vibe. I'm going to light my Palo Santo, like I said. I do want to say that no spiritual practitioner will ever reach out to you. They don't piggyback off your comments to tell them they got a special feeling about special you. You guys, those kinds of scammers can attack the feed. So please protect yourself by not reaching out to any random stranger that reaches out to you. Okay, don't jump for that kind of stuff. It happens to a lot of different people, not just you. I will never reach out to you. Thank you. Thanks, Jennifer. I will never reach out to you. I won't friend request you. It doesn't work that way. Real spiritual practitioners do not do that. If you want to connect with me or another legitimate practitioner, you should witness what they do. You should feel a connection. You should be drawn to your reader. And then there are valid avenues to connecting with them in a safe way. On my page, I have links in my description box. I have a book now button. Those are ways that you can get in contact with me. Other readers, same thing. They won't reach out to you. I've had people create a fake Spirit Speaks and reach out to you guys as if that was legitimate, and it is not. That's not how it works. If I ever reach out to anyone, I will say on the broadcast, I'll say, you right there, I'm going to reach out to you, expect me, or I did, or whatever. That is not the way that it truly works. So please, please protect yourselves, friends. Yes. I know I'm missing just a couple here, but on the replay, I will go back and add you, and Spirit honors this. Even if there's a human error, Spirit knows who needs the prayers and who needs the love, and Spirit knows who shows up. So let's see here. Catherine, is that your daughter, Tiffany? I'm trying to do something and it won't let me. And I got some card decks with me today, guys. Obviously. I want you to know that I'm aligned with love and light and God. And I'm here to of service of the greatest and highest good of all of you guys. And like I said, I'm not going to trip on any nonsense or anything like that. I just want us all to have a really good time tonight, because I think the energies have been, at least for me, I know they have been. So I want us to have a great time. Yes. Jennifer, I'll put you on my prayer list, love. And I'm not going to be working off a list, you guys, because it just gets kind of overwhelming sometimes. But I will read as Spirit draws me. So stick around, because you could be next at any moment. In fact, I already have 2 in mind that I need to read for certain, and that'll be Carole King and Audrey Jean. Okay, so I'm not keeping a list, and I'm telling you this right now. But Carole King will be first, Audrey Jean will be second, and then we will go from there. Oh, Melinda, why, thank you so much, darling. I guess Melinda will be third. Thank you for that donation, honey. I do honor your donation. I do really appreciate that, because I'm a real human person with real actual bills, and I don't have another job. So your donations help to keep my household going. You know what I mean? So thank you so much. Gina feels me. All right. So Carol, I'll read for you first, darling. And what area would you like me to dive in, or do you just want a general reading? And I thank you guys for sharing this video. When you share this video, it invites more people in. You know what I mean? So thank you very much for that. Yeah, Michelle, I will. You and your husband. Okay, Carol. Michelle, I'm going to have to do like a real serious, big old prayer around this. This is getting to be quite a list. I don't mind. I don't mind one bit. Michelle and her husband. Okay, Carol. Okay, Carol. So I'm going to go ahead and connect in with your lovely energy, sweetheart. And I'm going to grab a couple cards from the Kipper deck. Oh boy, we're going to talk about some things, huh? I thought we were going to talk about cops. Apparently nobody wants to talk about cops with me, huh? You guys are so funny. Carol. Give us some cards to bring us into the vibes for Carol. That's odd. All right. Here we go. And this one, huh? Oh, Okay, Carol. Oh, Jennifer, I'm so sorry. I apologize if I'm. Thank you for chatting with me. I apologize if I'm bringing up a sensitive subject. I didn't intend to do that at all. I apologize, darling. I've never met one that I can trust. You know what I mean? They've never given me a reason to. And those are supposed to be the safe people in the community. And it stinks when they're not. So, yeah, I feel that. And I feel you. And I'm good. Thank you, Jennifer. Carol. Carol, I got a couple of cards for you here, honey. The first two fell together, as you saw. They're number 18 and 36, which is funny to me. Um, and the cards are Child and Distant Horizons. So I kind of feel like maybe your son will be moving away. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Vanessa. Appreciate it. Yeah, stick around. I will be reading as drawn by spirit at random. So stick around. Um, look at this. People are all in there now. So, Carol, whether you know this or not, I see the 18 and 36 kind of like something's compounding, it's doubling really fast. And Child and Distant Horizons, I feel like this means that something's going to open up for your son as far as finding his own place. Or, yeah, I feel like he's going to be moving to his own place, a different area, whatever this could be. And that will be a shift in energy. You may or may not already know about this, but I just want to leave that with you, Carol. Now, this other one that I have here. Oh, man, let me sip my water. Stephanie says, don't like cops. My son loves them. Yeah, well, kids, there's a certain age, you know what I mean, where kids are all about it, and then they're not, sometimes. I guess it depends on where you live, and what kind of a community or a culture you have going on, as far as respect for individuals in that line of work, I will say. Okay, because it's not across the board, but there could definitely come that time. So anyway, Carol, listen, honey. The two cards that fell, this first one was number 5, mature man. So naturally, you're concerned about your brother, okay? The next card that fell is number 19, coffin. But then, oh goodness. 5 and 19. Does this ring any bells for you as far as people in your life? I mean, I know that these are the cards. This could also be like another mature man, you know what I mean? Who has been expected to be ill. You've seen these cards before, sweetheart. So I'm going to get some clarification from tarot on this. I got the Light Seers Tarot here by Chris Ann. To be honest, as far as the child and the distant horizons, I kind of feel like that's going to be an unexpected blessing in your life, Carol. Okay. Oh. What is this? Carol, let me just ask you, like, do you feel 5 is the month of both of your kids' birthday? Do you feel okay? Does this mature man in this coffin card resonate with the information going on with your brother? That's what I want to know. I just want to take it from there. Like, thank you, Leanne. Because you have the 8 of Cups, which is like knowing nothing else can be done. Okay. Yes. And then you have the Emperor in reverse. Okay. So the Emperor is calm and peaceful and stoic. And man, like, I feel like I kind of feel like maybe there's not many treatment plans or treatment options. And it's kind of like, well, we just got to let it run its course and see how it goes. You know what I mean? This is kind of what I feel around the scenario as far as your brother. And I need to tell you, in the other scenario that we're tapping into just a touch, that's why I'm asking, is this resonating with your brother? Because I'm getting messages kind of in a couple different areas of your life. Okay, so just the other mature man who may have ill health, who has been known to have been sick for quite some time, I feel like this is happening. And the Eight of Cups with the Emperor in reverse is that woman walking away with someone who's no longer a king. Okay. That means shit went sour because of that instance. We already know this, and this feels like validation. He's very calm because he doesn't understand. Okay. But you understand. And, okay. So, Carol, can you understand this? There may be available treatment options, okay, but they might make him more sick, and he may be argumentative about having to go do that because it makes him feel worse, whereas his blissful ignorance would allow that illness to play itself out, and you could battle with him on the treatment or battle with him on the diagnosis, or you can just let it go and allow him to live his life as he is. Does this sound like you understand what I'm talking about? I understand. October 19th is the anniversary of our mother's passing. Does seeing 9/11 on the clock mean anything? If it means something to you, most definitely. It really depends on what it means to you. But you can always look up the angel number 9/11. You could always break it down numerologically to see how it speaks to your life or your scenario. But yeah, when we see any number that catches our attention in succession or frequently or just even once, sometimes I see a number and I just know it has a message for me, and I'd be looking that up. And of course, it speaks to my life. It speaks to my problems. It speaks to my soul. So yes, look it up. Carol says, I understand. I want him to live his life the way he wants to. Yes. Okay. So I understand what you're saying, and I feel the responsibility weighing on you, like the guilt weighing on you about how to proceed and about getting it through his head. And to be honest, Spirit is saying you really don't need to. If he doesn't want treatment, it's not necessary to make him understand like that. I mean, I can get what you're saying, babe, but to sit with him and have a conversation and say, this is the seriousness of what's going on. And would you like to have treatment like this, or would you like to not do that? And then he makes his decision and you let it be. That is what Spirit is giving me for you. Okay, hold on. Thank you, sweetheart. And I'm trying. You see that? Can you see that error message? Wow. Okay. See how it won't let me like ban somebody? That's crazy. You're overwhelmed. I understand. I understand, Carol. Now look, Queen of Wands with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Listen, this is what Spirit is wanting me to tell you. Your siblings are not helping you at all. It's on you. Listen, I understand that you are extremely proactive about your health, and you make it to all of your appointments and you take all of your medications, and that is what you do. And you are great about assisting your brother with keeping up on his appointments and his medication. But Spirit is telling me very clearly that if he does not want treatment, that you should not push treatment on him, that you should honor his decision and let him continue his life. Okay. That is what the Queen of Wands is about right here. This is about him enjoying the quality of the life that he has. And you never know how long and how amazing it will be for him. And the Seven of Pentacles in reverse tells me that he may diminish, all right, over time. But again, that is his choice. That is his decision. I'm glad that you will honor his decision. I know this and I feel this, but listen, Spirit is telling you that you are still holding guilt for not pushing him, not pushing the pushing him on it. You know, like there's some kind of guilt there. Like, oh my gosh, I should make him. I should force him. I all of this is my, you know, it's not, Carol. It has nothing to do with you. I'm sorry to say, I know you feel like it has everything to do with you, but it's okay to, yes, it's okay to allow him that decision. He has the ability to choose, and he has his own free will, and you're honoring that, and it's okay to let him live through the quality of life that he has. And I'm not saying that his life is shorter. I'm not saying such a thing, but his health may diminish in some ways. He may lose weight. He may, you know, develop more gray hair. I'm not sure what he has going on, but Spirit says that will be a part of the natural process. And it is okay for him to go through the natural process and continue living his life in all of the ways that he still enjoys. That's what I have for you, sweetheart. Thank you, Carol. Sending love to you and your brother. Oh, what is this? Carol, a card fell. I was shuffling, and look on the bottom. Look at this. I'll just give them to you, girl. Queen of Swords. You know this card. You know this card, Queen of Swords, Two of Cups, Carol. That is that romantic love in the vision of your future, waiting for things to unfold, still on the back burner because you're doing life right now. I get it. Spirit knows that you still have this within you, and they wanted to validate this for you just real quick, to let you know that things are going to be okay in all areas of your life, no matter what happens. Spirit has you. Spirit has your loved ones. Thank you, Carol. Whew. Okay. Audrey Jean. Audrey. Oh, thank you, Catherine, for the donation. Catherine, we'll get you in after Melinda. Okay, you guys keep me on track. It's Audrey Jean, and then Melinda, and then Catherine, and then I will definitely dive in with some more random free readings. Okay, guys. So, Audrey Jean, do you have a certain request, Arlen? And hello on YouTube. Good to see you here. This is absolutely live, Miss Smith Harrison. Yes, it is. So good to see you. You're welcome, Carol. I love you, sweetheart. Audrey Jean. I'm going to grab some vibes from my own Oracle deck for Audrey. Audrey, you have a specific question, darling? Let's see. Anything about a career change? All right. Well, fun times on that. Oh, shit. Spirit's telling me right now that you are not going to change careers until you allow yourself to actually look around at your options and expand your horizons. When you keep telling yourself, no, that won't work. No, I couldn't possibly do that. No, what am I thinking? That's out of my league and out of my reach. It'll never happen for you. You're slamming yourself down left and right. You're not even allowing yourself to look. You're not even allowing yourself to fantasize. What is going on? You've got to know that you're worthy of the career that you desire, no matter what it looks like. You do. But tell me now, how did you talk yourself out of that? I'm glad that you did yesterday, but how did you talk yourself out of? It's the only thing on my mind. Okay, but I feel like you're poking holes in your own story. You know what I mean? Audrey, I feel like you're poking holes in your own story. What is this about? Okay. Are you in a relationship? I know you didn't ask about that at all. But wow, this could definitely be a work thing. I haven't. I just need to buckle down and look at the option. There's so many. Okay, that's great. That's great. So we will talk about those options, and you don't have to comment on the relationship. That's okay. Check it out. So you got a fork in the road coming up. And this would be the career shift. Okay. Fork in the road. But sometimes a fork in the road is not just there apparent in front of us. Like there's things we got to do to create that fork so that we can decide to take that different path. All right. So I do see that in front of you. You're already feeling the yearning. That's like step one. You have the willingness. That's step two. Now you're starting to kind of ruminate about looking at the options, right? And that would be your best bet. However, thank you, Melinda. There are steps to be taken between then and then, a disentangling process. Okay. So, whatever you have going on right now, as far as on the job front, it's important to make sure that you're not committing yourself to anything else that's like long term. You know what I mean? You're not investing more of a bond, a connection with the job that you are at while you're trying to find something else. Okay. So it's important to understand that you can, I feel like there's a need to kind of pull away from other, even friendships, even not like, you work for your dad's personal business and I'm done with it. Okay. So, okay. So that's what it is. I feel, okay, listen. I started to say, I feel a need to pull away from friendships or some kind of thing. So I feel like being that there's a business and personal side of that, it's important to segment out that, this is me deciding to make a career shift in my life. And I appreciate everything that you've allowed me to do with your company, Dad. And I still love and respect you, but I'm going to move forward in this positive way, right? So a disentangling process. And this does indicate giving him a heads up, man, just to be, a decent human being. All right. Like, hey, I'm thinking about maybe finding something else, or I have some other area that's really drawing me and I'm going to need to be available to focus my time, attention, and resources there. So you're going to give a heads up to let them know that you're disentangling. Yes, I've said a bit of that slowly. Good stuff. Well, when the time comes, it's really indicated with this card that you give a clear notice. All right. It's not like, hey, Dad, high five. See you next time. You got to say, I respect you as a businessman and I'm going to give you 2 weeks notice. I am going to be starting elsewhere or whatever it is. The time will come when you will feel brave enough and righteous enough in the action that you will do that, Audrey Jean. I'm just telling you right now, you will do that because you will feel right enough in what you're doing. Now, Spirit wants me to tell you, as you're disentangling from what you have going on right now, they're saying something also about making space in your life for the new job. Okay, so you're thinking about fostering. So what kind of space is this? Is this actual physical space that you are making for that? Are you fostering pets? Are you fostering kids? What are you up to? Okay, so they're saying something about making space for the new avenue, pathway, purpose that you're going to be working towards. And if it's not in a physical way, which I really do feel like there is a component to that, it's also a make space in your day, make space in your schedule. Fostering children, I love that. Making space in your day, making space in your schedule for the new change. Okay, so waking up consistently at a certain time, making sure that you're taking showers regularly. This is part of a structured routine in which you're making space for this new fostering of children, which is most definitely what I feel. If that's what's drawing your soul, honey, that's the direction I definitely feel that you are going in. And Spirit supports that because there are so many children in this world who don't have heart-centered, loving caregivers. And thank God for each and every person who has that natural inclination and that willingness to be that person and who can be that person. Because there are many who may have the inclination, but for one reason or another, they can't get approved. You know what I mean? So Spirit wants me to say to you, Audrey, that is just a beautiful path. It is a beautiful purpose and a mission. It is a beautiful undertaking, and it's not for everyone. Like that is something else to really, really pay attention to. You are the right kind of person to do that. And not everyone is. So like that in and of itself is something you should be proud of. Okay. Now, what I want to say is this. The next card that came up for you is envy. And thank you guys. I appreciate all the words. I appreciate all the compliments and everything else. Hi, Lillian. Good to see you. So here I am with you, darling. I want to say, hold on. Let me sip my water. I'm going to have to get another one of these. So I want to say, sweetheart, envy is the next card. I do want to say two things on this card. Sometimes other people may feel envious of your success, may feel envious of your decisions to decide to shift tracks. I've just got to say, like, and when other people feel intimidated by our choices to be more successful in whatever ways those are, when other people feel intimidated, sometimes they want to knock us down a peg. They want to tell us what a dumb decision this is, how we're making this huge mistake, how there's just no way it could ever work out for us. Okay, but those are truly fear-based comments and not truth-based facts. Okay, so I do want to point that out to you, Audrey, that others who may not feel like they could do what it is that you're deciding to do may have something negative to say about it. Okay, and that is no reflection of you or the truth of the scenario. So please do not take it to heart. Do not take it as such. Now, the other message on this card for you, honey, is if you see something, anything in your life that you desire, that you might look through a lens with envy, okay? Like, man, that person has the most beautiful house. Oh man, their house is just so luxurious and I'm just drooling over that house. Some people are envious over other people's relationships. Man, look at that loving relationship. Man, those they got it all together, some people are envious of other people's lives and scenarios or reputations or whatever this could be. The grass is always greener on the other side, but you don't know what kind of bullshit goes on that other side, okay? Spirit is saying anything that you feel a little envious about, a little jealous about, is something that you can have something like that in your life. Something like that in your life. There's plenty of things in this universe to go around, and it's an energetic dimension. And if you see yourself yearning for something somebody else has, you're in alignment with the frequency of wanting to have that yourself. And there is something of that frequency out there for you. It's not their house, it's not their husband, but it's like that for you somewhere. So be aware that if you yearn for such a thing, it is a possibility for you. And when you answer that call and that yearning, that's how you find your place in co-creation with the world, with this dimension, okay? And it's not just about romantic love, but to love what you're doing, to be passionate about what you're doing with your life and in connections and in relationships. And yes, forever love the bonds that you will find with the people, the children that you care for. There is a beautiful love that you have inside of you to give, and it is yearning to be let out, and your soul is guiding you there. So don't let any naysayer sway you from that shift in your career track, honey. The fork in the road is yours. Just make sure that you disentangle in a very healthy way, in a very responsible way, because you do respect the business, even though it is family, okay? And that you go for whatever it is that you desire, even if it doesn't look like what others think it should. Don't let anyone dissuade you, and you'll get there. You'll get there. Beautiful reading for Audrey. Lovely. Now, I'm going to grab a water, probably use the bathroom. I'll be back for Melinda and then Catherine and then Karma. Thank you guys for the donations. I'll be right back. Here I come. I'm back. Here I am. All right. Aw. You're welcome, Audrey. Hi, Kelsey. Oh, man. Am I glitchy? Looks glitchy on my device. Melinda, what's your request, darling? Hi, seashells. Let's see here. I got a couple of people that sent in donations, and I'm definitely going to read for them. And then I'll be doing live readings. I am doing live readings. Random readings. Here we go. No, I'm not what? I don't know. What's your question, Melinda? You have a question? I never lit my Palo Santo, did I? So I'm thinking about starting to GoFundMe because I want to buy some Raiders tickets. I think that'd be an awesome fundraiser. I'll just be like, just tip my GoFundMe so I can get myself some Raiders tickets at the Allegiant Stadium. I want to go. I want to go. Okay. I'd like to know if the energetics could ever shift between Stephanie and me, and if she likes or cares about me at all. All right. Melinda, I'm connecting in with your energy, darling. Wow. Damn. How does she feel about her? I'd like to know how Stephanie feels about Melinda. Spirit, please. Okay. What are her intentions? What are her intentions toward her? Whoop. Wow. Okay. Check it out, honey. I'm going to give you all these. So we first said, if the energetics could ever shift between Stephanie and you. Okay, so you got the death and rebirth card, okay? And you got the 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so death and rebirth can indicate closing of a chapter. It can also indicate transformation, okay? But I truly feel that this is some kind of a final ending because this person cannot. I feel the 5 of Wands is about struggle and arguments and people stepping on other people to get to the top. You know what I mean? Like this person doesn't care if they deplete you of everything you got. You know, I kind of feel like that, emotionally, mentally drained. Like this is somebody who maybe even lived in like circumstances where it was like survival mode. You know what I mean? I have to get my needs met, and I don't care who I step on to get my needs met. Like this being in reverse, I feel like that's a quality in that person that may not be able to be changed. You know what I mean? They'll resort to that, if you will. And then this 2 of Swords came up here, and that person's in denial. That person has a blindfold on. They're kind of battering back and forth in their mind about this whole scenario, but there's a disillusionment here. So I just have to be honest with you about this. Now, when I asked, what are the intentions? This was the first one to pop up. Knight of Wands. Oh, I said, how does she feel about her? You said, how does Stephanie feel about me? So I asked that question. This was the card that came up, Knight of Wands. This is an excellent card, very passionate card. You make my blood pump. I want to hang out with you. You're fun. And I enjoy your company, right? This is like joyful times, passionate times. Okay. So when I say, how does she feel about you? Yeah, definitely. Like, I almost see in this card just a little bit of a free ride, okay? Carefree. This person does not have a care in the world. They get to do whatever they want with you. Now, when I say, how does this person feel, or what is her intentions? What are her intentions towards you? I got all these cards right here, and I'll show you the way they fell. Okay, that makes a difference to me. So this was the first one, Page of Cups. All right, that's new love being kind of figured out, kind of put together a little bit. Like, I'm interested. I'm not really sure how I feel about this connection, but I might check it out and see where it goes. That kind of thing. Page of Cups is new emotional energy that may be, out of the norm. I'm not quite sure. It's a little uncertain. It's a little nervous, but there could be some feelings there, most definitely. However, the Knight of Pentacles fell with the Lovers in reverse, which tells me, like, maybe this is the way that she feels about you, and maybe she does intend to shift you around in an emotional way, or herself, so that the two of you can have a harmonious connection. However, the Knight of Pentacles here is about movement. All right, the Knight is moving into a better scenario, and the Lovers is reversed here, telling me this is not the exact one. All right, I'm so sorry to tell you this, but I feel like these cards indicate moving on away from a non-committed relationship or a non-balanced harmonious relationship. Like, the connection that you seek, I really feel, is not this one. I wish I could tell you different. And then these ones fell on the floor, okay, face up together. Now this one fell on the ground, also face down. Happy home. You will not find it in this connection. Celebration, togetherness, stability. You will not find it in this connection. And I'm sorry to give you that information, but I am a messenger of spirit, and I have to give you the truth. Melinda, that's what I have for you, honey. Thank you so much for letting me connect for you and read for you today. I'm going to disconnect. And who was next after Melinda? Catherine. Catherine, what's your request, Catherine? I'm sorry, Melinda. When we're all tied up in something that's not quite right, something that is right, is getting all ready for us. And when you decide to make space and take that shift, or shift your focus even, you might stumble right into that thing that feels so much more right to you than this other thing that you have so many questions about. Okay, so let that speak to you, Melinda, as far as using your discernment in the future. When we have all these things that are just so up in the air, when spirit is guiding you, you will feel a rightness. It won't be so questionable, even if you don't know all of those same answers. Oh, Catherine. All right, Catherine, great question there. How am I doing with my journey? Am I on the right track? Am I going too slow? Well, Catherine, Miss Thing, Spirit wants me to say that progress is where it's at. Okay, there is no too slow, because movement is progress. So the pace is not a factor. Okay, even detouring and then kind of coming back to that place, it's not a factor, because on the detour there are things that you're absorbing, and parts of yourself that are being shaped and honed and attuned to come back to that path and pick up where you left off, if you will, Catherine. That's what they want me to say, but I'm going to continue here. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Lynn. I'm glad you guys haven't missed me either. And Ruby, good to see you guys. Thank you for being here, everybody. And I know I've got some YouTube folks tuning in. Thank you guys so much. Catherine, which cards for Catherine? Oh, all right. You want to know how you're doing on your journey? I'm going to get you one of these Soul's Journey cards and one of the Power of Love cards. That'll be fun. Let's set those somewhere. I don't mean to be boring, guys. Catherine. Why do they keep saying something has stalled? What has been stalled, Catherine? Are you stalling? I keep hearing that. They keep saying something about something being stalled. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Lily. You guys are the best. Okay. And how about this one? Okay. Well, that's wonderful. Kind of something is being stalled or you're stalling something. Okay. That's interesting, Catherine. What does that have to do with spirit? Give me some information on this, please. What is the energy that's stalled? What does it have to do with? Oh, could this be what it has to do with? The card is number 3, marriage. Could be within the marriage, something in your partnership. That's odd. Catherine, are you married? And does your partner have medical concerns and won't go to the doctor? This other card is number 39, community. So maybe this is in your relationships and connections. Even if it's not a romantic partnership or a marriage that we're tapping into a little bit, sometimes it's the closest connection among the group of connections, like the community, like someone special in your life, a close connection, a close friend. No, and no partner. Well, that's interesting. So how has your health been? I'll just be honest. I feel like I have like a cyst or something in my wrist, and I wonder, honey, if it's something that you experience, like and may need to see a doctor about some harmless thing, not a tumor, nothing like that. That's why I'm like, why am I feeling pain? Maybe I have a tendonitis, carpal tunnel. I'm feeling something going on with my wrist here. Do you have pain or something there? Good, good, she says. So she's good. Her health is good. So what is this about then? Is this about you doing or overdoing, underdoing? Something is being stalled because you're doing too much. Let others pick up the slack. I'm going to read you both of these cards that you got. Yes, ma'am. I'm a raider, baby. The first card, Catherine, is balance. And I really, these two cards, balance and peacefulness is what you got. And that makes me feel like you're asking, am I on track? Of course you're on track. Spirit says, yes, you're on track and you're learning valuable lessons and you're contributing to the collective, no matter how isolated or ineffective you might feel. That balanced, peaceful nature, that this slow period, slow time that you are in is cultivating the balance, the peace. It's cultivating the baseline that is not only stabilizing within yourself, but also in the people that you're connected to, and even the grid, the community where you live. Okay, so the Earth's grid in location where you're at, it's raising the vibe and balancing it out as well. Okay, so even if you feel like you're not doing much, you're doing a heck of a lot on an energetic level. So keep your vibe clear and positive and loving if you're able to do that as much as possible. Okay, so let's get here with the balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Balance means bringing a sense of stability and wholeness into every area of your life. Many times, when you look at a situation objectively, you will resonate with one side more than the other. Try not to view either as good or bad, but simply recognize that it is. The true nature of the scales of balance is to give both sides of a situation your equitable, objective perspective. It can be difficult to understand the side that you don't relate to, but that is a lesson in itself. What is it about you that prevents you from giving both sides of the coin your non judgmental assessment? This situation or person has been placed in your path to teach you that everyone has his or her own unique message, authentic life story, And you must put yourself in that person's shoes to really understand his or her motivation. Balance is a godly virtue, and if it is struck, you will reap the benefits of insight and compassion. And this one, oh, Catherine. There has been a lot of death in general, a lot of it collective. I mean, it's all over the news. Just, I'm sorry to say this, but it's like people are just dropping like flies. You know, like it's so sad. It's so sad that that is so common at this time. And I do want to say that, oh, many spiritual practitioners predicted this. Like they predicted many souls opting out. And that means that looks like physical death by one means or another. Everyone has their own blueprint. We all have our exit strategies. There are several different options and points in the timeline that we can decide on a subconscious level to take, on a soul level to take. And many have chosen to opt out. And we don't know who, and we don't know when, and we don't know how, but it saddens the collective. So it is important to anchor in all of the divine energy that you can to help the collective heal, like Catherine's saying, to help the collective heal on an energetic level as best as possible, that others may raise in vibrational frequency and continue to move forward. The card Peacefulness. You recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. It's a sad irony of life that humans can only appreciate the quality of a peaceful existence by experiencing moments of comparative turmoil and conflict. Just as you most value health after an illness, so do you feel most grateful for peace once you have encountered strife. But discord is something that you can learn to avoid. Lucky is the soul who learns this lesson quickly. Confrontation and conflict are not the energy of spirit. Most people in our world are reactors, especially when they are the recipients of any negativity. They align more with an eye for an eye than turn the other cheek. Unfortunately, they don't realize that this is the worst possible response that they could mount. A punitive reaction instantly forces the brain into survival mode, and hormones and chemicals of self-preservation are released into the body, which attempts to rid itself of the foreign invader who broke through the calm of its normal environment. This sounds freaking crazy compared to what everyone's talking about here. The intensity takes a toll on the mind and body, eventually bringing about a state of dis-ease. This is why it is imperative that you make it a vital part of your daily ritual to return to a state of peaceful bliss and harmony as often as possible. Entering this zone of awareness automatically quiets and resets your brain. And there's also a call to meditate on that card. Yes, collectively, we do need to pray for healing of all. And, you know, those kinds of choices were and still are individual choices. You know what I mean? Individual choices. And all we can do is decide for ourselves and continue to love everyone else in the same ways that we loved them before. You know? Catherine, I really feel in this card about that dose of peacefulness that is necessary throughout your day. Just allowing yourself to release all of the world's problems and all of your own problems for 5 minutes and just relax your body and allow your emotions to calm and your mind to relax as well, and give yourself that as often as possible, because as you do that, you've heard them say, as within, so without. All of the work starts on the inside. So we collectively, if we could tap into that peace, that peaceful energy, that love, and just sit in that several times throughout our day, that would add to the collective energy. And it's like illuminating the light, okay? And it's bringing the light to that frequency as often as possible within all of us. And as you encourage that frequency to become a part of your regular routine, I'm speaking with Catherine, I'm speaking with all of us here. As you allow the peacefulness to become a regular part of your day on purpose, you will see that the outer world begins to reflect that peacefulness. And you will see the collective begin to calm. But we all have to decide to do this. We have to do this, and it will tip the scales collectively. And it takes time to manifest, so start now. Start giving yourself healthy doses of peace now, and allow yourself that time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it is, of peace. Not to mention of joy. And disentangle from the frantic, hectic, panicked, worry, concern, urge, and energy. Just that much. You're leaving the opening for spirit to bring that into the collective as well. Catherine, thank you for letting me reread, darling. It is the law of attraction, and it is manifestation. Who did I have? Karma? Karma is the next person that I have, and after that it will be random. You're welcome, Catherine. Be the light, and do not let your worries and fears cloud the light. That is the darkness winning. Any messages and guidance from spirit or a loved one? Karma. Oh shit. Karma. Weren't you asking about work the other day? Okay, this is odd. Karma. I got these two cards for you real quick. Main male and journey. Main male and journey. You resonate with maybe an important man in your life, or an important masculine energy in your life. Taking a trip somewhere. Or maybe being very quiet. Okay, Melinda. I will get there. Hold on. This might even been a man in spirit who traveled a lot or worked on a train or like some kind of thing like that. See the train there? Karma. Yeah. Huh. Karma, do you have a traveling grandpa? Or some kind of thing? That's funny. Journey, main male. Are you going on a trip with someone, Karma? Because check it out. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, that looks like a suitor. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so your husband. All right, my spouse plans to get a CDL, which is a truck driver's only thing that comes to mind. Okay, yes. All right, so check it out. I want to say this on that. Traveling. Yes, thank you so much. That is what I could. Main male would be husband. And this journey is traveling. So yes, he's getting his CDLs and he's going to be driving. That's freaking awesome. Yes, I think I did. Actually, I remember that. Gina, where are you? Gina's there. Yeah, I think that's odd. But the man in your life, This is a romantic partner, a suitor, Knight of Cups. I do want you to know, if you're concerned about this, the Temperance is in reverse. Like, this is not going to be as trying as you think it might be. Okay. I just want to say that to you. Patience. Oh boy. Please encourage him to have patience as he learns, because it is going to be a very good thing for you guys. However, it's going to be fine. I don't know if you have trepidations around this. That's what I kind of see in the card. Is I don't know if that's going to work out. I don't know if it's the right thing to do. But I see the trepidation maybe around this. So please know that you can still date and see each other and have all your romance and still have all your time. And it's not going to like ruin anything. You can be supportive, and it's going to be a good thing for the two of you. You're going to have to get him to talk to you more, though. That's the thing. Like, he's going to have to start talking to you on the phone, like, or FaceTiming or something like this. Like, you might end up doing more of that. Okay. So let's get here for karma. I have a card for you already, but I really want to get in here. I don't want your traveling grandmother. Everyone step back, please. Okay. This is interesting. Karma, I have a lady who's coming forward. And her hair, let's see. Yes. The cards indicate that, yes, it will be good for business, for the finances. Yes, it will be good. I'm glad you don't have trepidations. That's awesome. I see a woman coming towards me. All right. She's kind of tall. She's got a little bit of, she's African-American, but she has kind of light skin. Her hair's really tall, but she's a very tall lady as well. And she wants to tell me lollipop. That's weird. I thought she had an ice cream. Like, her hair kind of looks swirly. And then she's saying something about a lollipop. A lollipop. This feels like a friend of the family, to be honest. Or aunts, like an aunt kind of a vibe. She doesn't feel like mom, grandma. You know what I mean? It feels like somebody who is definitely like mom's age, but like at mom's peer level, like a friend of the family or an aunt or a neighbor even. So what do you want to tell her? Come on in close with me and give me some more information. She wants to bring balloons with her, but the balloon is star shaped. In fact, she wants to wear a party hat. So is there a birthday or something coming up? OMG, my mom calls my daughter lollipop. Wow. Oh my God. That's amazing. That's amazing, Karma. Thank you so much. That is fantastic. Okay. So can you understand the woman that I have? Let's see. She's definitely like a mom's age. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that she's referring to your daughter, but is your mom in spirit? Because this feels like, if this is your mom in spirit, might be grandma. Okay, from yesterday. Wow. Oh, the same one. I don't know. She had tall hair too. Are you like I feel more like aunt. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Like, no, I don't feel like it's your mom. She's next to your mom. You know what I mean? Like aunt, or even mom's cousin, or like mom's friend, or a neighbor. Like, I feel her next to your mom. You know what I mean? She's with you as well. She knows you, and obviously she knows your daughter if she's throwing that name out there. And I see that she has a party hat on. So what's the deal with the part? She probably came to, she's telling me she came to birthday parties. Your auntie passed. Is this the auntie who would come to birthday parties and she would wear the little party hat and not be embarrassed? Grandma's daughter. Thank you so much for that validation. Yes. And she's lovely. And she's fun. And she would wear that party hat if she came to the occasions. She wasn't embarrassed. She died when I was younger. Okay. Well, thank you so much for the validations. I'm going to let her come in real close with me. And boy, she just couldn't spit out your daughter's name quick enough, huh? Thank you, God, for that. And thank you so much for showing up, Auntie. Now, when I'm just getting real close with her, I'm feeling a lot of pain in here. Sickness on my insides, all right? Like inside of her, she was sick. She had some kind of cancer or lung, yeah, some kind of cancer going on. It may have spread into different areas. I understand you don't remember so well, but you loved her. She loves you, honey. She loves you. Yes, in the abdomen, but I feel like it spread. She had cancer. Thank you. Thank you. I just said that. Cancer. Thank you so much for the validations. I'm here with her and I have her with you. Does her name start with a B? She's giving me like BB. I'm going to give you the card from her. And this is crazy because the card fell before I even connected with her. You know what I mean? I had the card first, but it's from her. It's from her. The card here is, I feel healthy and happy. I can now do amazing things I never dreamed were possible. And it feels like I'm doing them in a physical body, except I'm so much lighter, freer, and more flexible. I can do acrobatics if I want. I can fly. I can jump as high as a mountain, and I can move instantly between locations. It is magical here. The main thing that I want to emphasize to you, though, is that all of the aches and pains and suffering went away with my physical body. I can breathe, I can see, and I can walk like a healthy young person now. All of the limitations of a physical body are gone, and I'm enjoying my spiritual body. I also see how I could have taken much better care of myself physically and enjoyed better health. And I hope that you'll take this to heart too. After all, we only get one physical body per lifetime, and it is built to last a lifetime if we take care of it. Now, she was bringing to my attention how she felt so sick inside, but it really took her some time to go attend to her health. And she just wants to encourage you to stay on top of your stuff. Even if you're just like needing something for anxiety, you know what I mean? Like whatever this could be, make sure that you don't just explain away little things that might be niggling at you, because I'm not saying anything's wrong with you, but what I'm saying is she did not address her health. She did not address her health and she suffered needlessly and then she passed away. Whereas, had she addressed her health, she could have had more options. She could have had more time. She could have had less pain and less suffering. She steps in to say, don't let your life or your life path overshadow you as a person, because you are a valuable and wonderful person. And it's important not to lose yourself by the wayside of all of the other important things that you have going on, because you are every bit as important or more so than any of those things, Karma. Yes, Auntie was with Aunt Nessa and Grandma was with Grandma Bobby when they both passed. Oh, my heart. Sending all of your auntie's love to you, sweetheart. And I thank you for letting me connect with you and letting me send that message, speak that message to you from your aunt. And please know they're all there. They are all there, just waiting in the wings, watching life unfold. Thank you so much. Beautiful. The Bobby, the BB. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the validation. That is just, it blows my mind, guys, because I'm a regular person and it really works. That's incredible, right? Just incredible. So let's see here. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Karma. And thank you, Catherine. What an amazing reading. Yes. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Sometimes I think I'll come up here and fall on my face, but that never happens, no matter what. So thank you. Thank you, God. I'm so grateful for that. Okay, so who did I say was next after Catherine? Please refresh my memory. I'm sorry. Karma. Wait, no, I did. Karma. Who's after Karma? I just seen your name, Catherine. I read it. My bad. Did I mention a name? Because let's see. I've got Melinda and Lynn, and I thank you. Yes, Melinda. What's your other question, sweetheart? Kel, there is no list. You're welcome, Karma. Yes, and I will keep me on track. People keep sending in donations, and I want to honor that. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why I get pulled to a certain individual, but I will read at random. Melinda, you give me a question, darling, and I will definitely read at random as well. Wow, I can't scroll. It's like weird with me now. It's not letting me scroll the chat. There we go. Good night, Lori. Love you, girl. Oh, thank you, Catherine. You're so awesome. Does Steph respect or care about me at all? Is there anything I can do to shift the energy? Okay. Melinda. Does Steph respect or care about her at all? Spirit. My own oracle deck. This is not the one. Hold on, honey. I'm going to get a different deck. I'm going to get one from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. Why is it popular in here? I don't know, man. Apparently people like whatever it is I got going on. I am doing free readings, and other people have just donated. And I want to honor that. But I am doing free readings. Oh, no. Did they ban you for sending the hearts? Jennifer, bummer, bummer. Are you muted or something? They warn you? Oh. Oh boy. Melinda, you asked, does Steph respect or care about me at all? The card you have is number 2, refusing to see. And believe it or not, this is like that 2 of Swords card, that in denial card. Rest and reconsider. So refusing to see maybe the truth of the situation. Rest and reconsider means pull in, take care of you, reevaluate. Daydreams and decisions. That doesn't seem to me like a solid card, honey. That seems to me like you're you have this hope, which is understandable. But Spirit indicates that maybe you could reevaluate. And maybe the fantasy is a little more exciting than the truth of the reality. Come back to your question. Is there anything I can do to shift the energy? I'm going to read this from the book. Holy shit, girl. I can't make this up. Is there anything I can do to shift the energy? I'm reading this from the book right now. Melinda, I appreciate you, sweetie. And I understand how, let's see. I understand how attached we can be to an outcome, and I wish I could give you every answer that you want. I wish I could. I don't want to be that mean reader who won't give you the answer you want, but I have to be the legitimate, authentic reader who tells you exactly what it is that's coming through. Unbiased, neutral. I don't know you. I don't know them. And sometimes it goes this way and sometimes it goes the other way. So I always say, take it as it resonates. But the card that you have here, I said, what can she do to shift the energy patterns? That is your question. This is the card that came out, number 11, detach. Wow. Detach. The keywords on this card are reflect, which is funny because you had reflector and rejuvenate or something like that. Rest and I don't know. Reflect, accept, decide, clarity, responsibility, and fairness. Listen up here. Sometimes our ego prevents us from seeing events clearly. It's time to detach emotionally from a situation or relationship so that you can step back and reevaluate. Reflect upon how the relationship is working. Reflect, is it satisfying? What role do you play in its harmony or disharmony? An honest appraisal is required in order to gain clarity and help you better understand what might need to be done to improve it. This is true even if the relationship is already a good one. It's important to accept that your previous actions, decisions, and beliefs have led you to your current situation, whether it's pleasant or difficult. We do steer the course of our lives, although often without conscious intent. By assessing your situation and accepting responsibility for it, you're able to free yourself from the need to blame another person or destiny. There's no guilt associated with this card, only clarity and empowerment. Once you've detached yourself from and examined a relationship, lack of relationship, or other matter of the heart, you're in a better position to decide what your next step might be. Remember that the detached card knows no ego. Decisions arrived at as a result of drawing this card must be fair and balanced for everyone involved. The affirmation on this card says, I accept the role I play in creating my relationships and my life. Boom. That's what I have for you, sweetie. Melinda, thank you. Okay. I wish I could give you all the best news in the world. And truly, Spirit says it is the best news because it ultimately could free you up to find something else, more in alignment with what you see as your future. And who else made a donation? I want to make sure to honor that. What's your other question, Melinda? What's your other question? Danielle DeCaro. Spirit wants me to get you one of these also. And Melinda, you drop your question in there and I'll see what it says. No, I thank you. And that's out of my control as far as Facebook banning you for tapping those hearts. I think you asked that question, Melinda. You asked the question and you just keep kind of asking it in different ways. And I'm really sorry that it's not quite exactly the answer that you would like for it to be. But no matter which way we slice it, spread your wings, man. I really don't feel it. And that's what I have for you. But you can do anything you want to do, I swear. You're a grown-up. So is she. Okay. Danielle. Why'd I set this aside? Danielle DeCaro. Oh, Lynn, you stop. Danielle DeCaro. What message from this deck for Danielle Spirit? Melinda, I'm sorry to say it, but correct. That's what I have. I can't change it around and make it a something else. That's truly what I have here. Hold on now. Danielle. Oh. Aw, thank you, Joanne. I've missed you. Danielle, you got the card number 7, move. The keywords are act, direct, master, discipline, focus, and effort. Now is the time to be proactive regarding matters of the heart. If you're looking for a relationship, take the initiative to find one. Take advantage of the many ways to meet your soulmate. This card is about action, action, action. If your current relationship is not moving in the direction you wish, do whatever is required to shift the direction. You're the master of your own destiny, and that includes your relationships. Don't wait for others to make the first move or to set the tone of the relationship. Take charge. Creating and sustaining a good relationship requires discipline. It's not enough to be in a relationship. You must invest in it as well. Be present in and focus on the relationship. Give every relationship the opportunity and time that it needs and deserves to flourish and grow. Now is the time to focus on your needs and the needs of your partner. Make the effort to maintain healthy boundaries for yourself and to respect the boundaries of others. While rewarding relationships require effort, there must be a balanced effort from both partners. Perhaps it's time to examine your relationships. Are both partners putting forth equal effort to make the relationship work? Are you comfortable with the amount of effort your relationships will require of you? If any relationship feels draining or it's not worth the effort, then perhaps it's time to move on. The affirmation on this card says, I take charge of my relationships. Boom. Danielle, that's for you. Thank you for letting me read for you. And let's see. Lynn, what's your request, babe? Oh, yeah. Here, let me just drop that in, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'll drop my donation links in here. If I can find them. I know I have some. Boom, there they are. I accept donations through Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal, and I do honor those here on the live broadcast. So if you do put a donation, please put donated all in caps so that I don't miss you, because I do want to honor that. Me too, Karma. Me too. She walked right in being like, lollipop, just tell her that. I'm like, wow, okay, that's crazy, but sure, I will. So yeah, awesome. Lynn, are you still here, babes? Oh, there you are. Oh, Lynn, what's your request, Lynn? Lynn. And I also want to pull a card for, Spirit wants me to pull a card for, hold on. I know who it is. I'm just leaving you a comment. It's Susan Meiser Moore. So Lynn, if you could just let me know what your request is. And I would love to also dive in with Susan, and I'm reading it random. Thank you, God. Yes, thank you, God, you guys, for that. I thank Spirit, because it's a challenge, man. You think it's not like terrifying to come up here and do this, especially when you're new? Like, luckily, I'm not quite so new anymore, you know. But when I was new, oh my gosh, you guys had no idea how freaking nervous I was inside. Anything that Spirit needs you to hear. Aw. Whoa, one of your cards just flew. I gotta grab it with my foot. Slide it this way. Oh, goodness. Lynn, 3 people around you need help. Okay, listen. Cheater indicates that maybe all 3 of those people do not necessarily need help at the level that you are willing to give it. Okay? I want to say to you, Lynn, that you have, it's okay. Don't you apologize for a darn thing, sweetheart. You're great. You have the kindest heart. You have the purest energy. And sometimes that can be taken advantage of. Okay. You could literally feel like someone else is in a shittier scenario than you. Okay. So you'll give the shirt off your back to that person, but truth behind the scenes, maybe they're not. And you are the one who ends up with the short end of the stick. That's what I feel here, Lynn. So I'm not chewing you out, not one bit, but I am saying that that I feel like it's not important to give your all every time to everyone. It's important to implement discernment, pick and choose, but also practicality and your logic to make decisions before you agree to assist anybody else. Because if it leaves you upside down, then that is not God's intention for your money, your time, your effort, your funds, whatever this is. Okay, that is not the intention for that. If it leaves you upside down, that's what's very important for you to understand. Okay, and thank you guys for those stars. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the donation, Pam. Thank you so much. I will read for you after I read for, let's see, I'm with Lynn right now, and then I'm going to read for Susan. Pam, you'll be after Susan, as long as Susan's still here. So Lynn, that's who I'm talking about. I'm sorry, Lynn, your friend who's homeless. I'm sorry. I'm not putting anyone down, but sometimes the people who are in a predicament receive relief from caring individuals, and it kind of keeps the pattern going in their lives because you are still a resource. Okay, so I feel kind of like it's important to cut off yourself as a resource. You can still be a friend, you can still be a loved one, you can still be there, but a resource is what is really coming through, is that someone is taking without it's not going where you think it's going, okay? Or they don't care if it's leaving you upside down, like I said, depleting of you, but it's not going for something that is of equal energetic measure, okay? In fact, it is keeping patterns alive. So, or it has the potential to do that. You may not be doing this, but it may present itself to you tomorrow, okay? I'm just trying to tell you right now that it's important to be aware. And to help out in whatever ways that you're able. But honestly, Lynn, I feel like some of the help could be enablement. Okay. And in order for that person to wholeheartedly, confidently anchor in their willingness to make a self-sacrificing change and really keep that pattern for their lives, like they're going to have to like hit rock bottom. And as long as they're not there yet, because they have life rafts that keep them afloat, they won't hit that rock bottom and decide that enough's enough and they are going to go make a big change with their life because they can. You know, that is a possibility, but it's not gotten bad enough. It's not gotten intolerable enough. And if it will, then that person will truly decide to take it into her hands and make something different happen. Okay. Good. But listen, I still want to tell you something about this, Lynn. Even if you don't have much for her but time and talking, okay, the energy patterns are strong. Okay. And you are a sensitive individual. So being in the company of a loved one or someone that you care about and hearing about the struggle and the hardships and feeling that in their system, you know what I mean? Basically, you're in company with the struggle and the hardships. It's not a bad thing because you are truly uplifting her just by your presence. I'm just telling you what Spirit's telling me. It's like a vibration. You've got a vibe about here. She's out living her life and it's challenging. So her vibe's a little lower. Then she comes to visit with Lynn and Lynn's so positive and it really lifts her up about right there where Lynn's at. But in that meanwhile, it kind of brings Lynn down a little bit. It's just osmosis. It happens this way. Okay. So your vibe kind of goes down and then she goes about her business and back down to her life. Okay. And your vibe is a touch depleted. So make sure that you are cleansing your energy regularly, that you, if you have selenite, Lynn, that you're sweeping your auric field, like in between interactions. And in fact, you may offer her to sweep her auric field as well. I know that you dabble around in practicing or being a practitioner. So that is something that you could extend to her as well, as far as her own energy management. Gotcha. So making sure that you're staying up on your energy management, being a healthy resource for her, but not necessarily being overused is what I feel here, Lynn. So making sure that you're praying for her and keeping your energy cleansed. All right. Envision her happy. Envision her happy. You don't have to have any other details than that. You know that you would like for her to be in a happy scenario, a happy environment, a happy life, a happy person. So as you decide to take some time to pray for her, envision her happy and send that to spirit. This is what she needs in her life. This is what she needs in her life, and send that to spirit, and then try not to carry her with you through the rest of your day. That's the thing. You understand where she's at and where she's going to be. You know what I mean? And I'm glad you've got some selenite coming. That's good. Susan Meister Moore, are you still here? Nikki Owen, I'm going to get you a quick card from my Oracle deck. Nikki, thank you for those stars, honey. And thank you everyone who has donated stars or made donations on my other links. That does really help me out. Nikki, you'll be after Susan, okay? Susan, I'm going to grab you one as well. Susan, thank you for sticking around. They're telling me this is not your deck. Susan, Spirit would like me to get you one of these ones, the Power of Love activation cards. Yes, and that is something that you can help with her with as well, Lynn. The mindset, the affirmations, the way we speak ourselves into life circumstances. Oh, I'm always screwed. This will never get better. Well, then it never will, and you always will be. Those kinds of things that you can be aware of your speech and of your habits in order to get in a better way of being. What are you eyeing about, Danielle? You missed your card. I pulled you a card. You missed the whole thing. Susan, what is your card from this deck? Boom, there you go. Couldn't make that up. You guys, I will read all of these comments on the replay. They fly by so quickly, it's kind of hard to tune in here. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, no one has died. I'll tell you that. It's mostly just like harassment. But Jennifer, my heart goes out to you, sweetie. Yeah, Danielle, I pulled you a card, darling. You'll have to catch it on the replay. I'm not quite sure when it was. Or you can rewind. Oh, you saw it. Okay, I'm sorry. I see that now. Sorry. Susan, your card is freedom. You are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, I get that too, Lynn. I get that too. Where people get angry, you're too positive. Oh, you're not in reality. You don't know real life. No, I try to be fucking optimistic. That's why, because I don't got to like call shit as I see shit if I want things to improve. You know what I mean? Kind of like that, Lynn. I feel you. Freedom. Freedom for Susan. I was just talking to Lynn. Susan, your natural state of being is one of boundless freedom and joy. Don't suppress your God-given potential by weighing yourself down with other people's opinions or expectations. Get in the daily habit of setting the intention to be yourself and allow yourself to love who you show to the world. If you present a false face in order to feel accepted, you are doing a disservice to your soul and its mission. Embrace the freedom to be you, because anything else is giving away your power. But don't neglect the necessity of self-reflection and contemplation. Engaging in introspection affords you the opportunity to see your actions clearly and from a different perspective. When you begin to view your life objectively, an incredible feeling of empowerment and freedom overtakes you. In this awareness, you are able to identify how you reacted to various situations. Were your responses ego-based, or did you demonstrate compassion for another? Knowing this, you can be vigilant with respect to your reactions to any situation. This card doesn't mean you're at liberty to behave badly or with judgment. Instead, it gives you the freedom to let love and compassion be your guide. You are the sum of all positive, negative, and neutral experiences and behaviors. Good, bad, or indifferent, they have made you who you are today. So honor them all and learn from them. Boom. That's for you, Susan. Beautiful card and message there. Dang, Nikki, it's 4:44 and I promised you a card from my own Oracle deck. Let's do this, Nikki Owen. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with me on this Saturday night with Spirit Speaks. Nikki, it's on the bottom. Boom. What is it about, Nikki? Fearsome? Nikki, what did you say you did? Did you just get out of some kind of, oh, that's what you did. You walked away from the relationship. Boom, that's what it is. Hi, Ashley. Oh, yeah, you've missed all kinds of things. You better believe it. You can always catch the replay, I promise. Nikki, fearsome. Okay, you're welcome, Susan. You have a fantastic night. Nikki, look here. Oh, is she going to bed? Fearsome is controlling and manipulative energy, all right? This card indicates that some people decide, or not necessarily always decide, some people are just conditioned or taught or come across these kinds of techniques, manipulation tactics, these kinds of things that we could be raised in, okay, or learn from our caregivers, our environment, whatever it is. And then we implement these in our lives in an effort to control people. Now, Nikki, I don't feel like you are a controlling person. I feel like others in your life could potentially be controlling or dominating, manipulative. There you go. She was very manipulative. So I'm very glad that you saw this for what it was and you decided to make a healthy decision for yourself. Spirit says that you are honing your intuition in that way. You don't need all the nonsense, all the drama to see the red flag or the warning sign and decide to walk away before it ever becomes something that you're so wrapped up in that you can't seem to detach from. You know what I mean? So Spirit wants to commend you, Nikki, right now for seeing this for what it was and disconnecting from that and bettering your life. That's ultimately what you have done because you recognize the dissonance of energy, period. Bottom line. No matter what it is, they're telling me right now that as a light worker, it's a challenge that we want to give everybody compassion because we know like that there's hope. Exactly. That's what they're telling me right now. It took me a while, but I see it. Yeah, we want to give those chances. We want to say, oh, let's just see. You know, I'm just going to give the benefit of the doubt. It's probably going to be fine. And eventually, okay, maybe it's not fine. So the more comfortable you get with listening to your intuition and your inner knowing, the more clear it's going to be for you. But as you can see, it took you a while, but you see it and it got to a point where you had to act on it, right? You couldn't deny it. You couldn't not listen. You're like, I gotta disconnect this, right? So as I need to say something about this. You were feeling the dissonance from the relationship. I was looking for her to change, but nothing. Yeah, doesn't it stink? How we can't just like change other people? You know what I mean? Hey, you'd be a lot better if you didn't have that fucked up attitude. You know what I mean? Doesn't it just stink that we can't do that and they have to decide they want to? And even if they decided that they really wanted to, like maybe sometimes people can't change. I mean, hey, can we quit vaping and smoking and all these other things? Like it's really challenging to change ourselves. And it's not a bad thing to want other people to grow, but we can't force the growth on them no matter how positive it could be for them and their life, right? And it's hard when we outgrow other people. So I want to tell you this, Nikki. I know it's like 4 something in the morning there and you probably want to go to bed now. I do want to tell you, Spirit says good job. Good job. You recognize the dissonance between the relationship. That meant at some point you were kind of on the same frequency if you came into contact with one another, right? And it was like that new trying on of a jacket. Like, does this jacket itch or is it a problem? You know what I mean? Well, maybe it'll be okay. Fuck no, it's a problem. Boop, discarded the jacket, right? So you went ahead and you were resonant. You had the experience and you noticed the dissonance in the energy. Okay. And now your energy, the dissonance meant we're not really compatible, right? We're not meshing in the same ways that we were because you're growing and maybe they're not. Okay. You're awake and that person might not be. Okay. So as your energy changes and you're holding this space of better than other, better than that it wasn't resonant, that was dissonant with me. You're magnetizing into yourself a frequency that is similar to the vibration that you will be in that moment. So keep working on yourself, on your spiritual path, on your growth, on things that bring you joy, on things that light you up, and pay attention to your environment. Pay attention to your inner knowing because you are making yourself in alignment, direct alignment with the frequency of a beautiful partnership, something that is healthy for you, something that is sustainable in the long run. And in fact, I feel like this will be a spiritual minded individual. You will not need to make them aware. This person will be aware, and it will be a beautiful divine partnership. I feel like you will meet this individual in some kind of a spiritual community, and it is worth the wait, obviously. Nikki, that's what I have for you. Feeling better for doing it. Yeah, when you shed that kind of negative layer, even if it's just in a connection, you feel lighter, you feel freer, right? Good for you. So I'm going to disconnect. Let's see. I've been on for an hour and 46 minutes. Check it out, friends. I know that many folks would like to hear from a past loved one. So I'm going to do our group pick a card message for past loved one. Okay, so ask your past loved one, call them close, call them in your mind and your heart or out loud, say their name, call them in close with you, know that they are there, and ask them which card number is going to be from them to you. 1, 2, or 3. Drop it into the comments, and I will get us cards from past loved ones. 1, 2, or 3, friends, live or on replay, because time is an illusion. That'll be 1 and 2. You're welcome. You guys are awesome. And if you didn't catch me this time, follow my page, subscribe to my channel, and catch me on the next one. Most definitely. I do Zodiac Mondays. And I'm telling you what, I told some group of signs on Monday that they were going to have to talk to the cops this week. And son of a bitch, if it wasn't fucking me. All right. And it wasn't about me, but I know for a fact that that came to pass. Okay. So if you're interested in knowing about your weekly forecast by your zodiac sign and element, check me out on Zodiac Mondays. I stream those. Varying times, usually 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Mountain, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And that would be 1 a.m. Tuesday, UK. And I'm sorry, Australia. I'm not in the brain right now for all of that. 1, 2. What's the third card, Spirit? What's the third card from past loved ones? This, nope. Keep going. There it is. All right, friends. Hold on. I can't seem to expand the comment. Oh boy. All right, let's get this out here for you guys. If you were drawn to pick card number 1, your card is, it is not your fault. Please do me a really big favor. Stop beating yourself up thinking that you caused my death or were in some way responsible for it. You were not. It's so hard from the earthly level to understand the spiritual elements of life. No matter what you think you could have done or you should have done, I would have left anyway. I am releasing you of any responsibility for my leaving. Please let go of any guilt. It will make both of us feel better. The universe is perfect in its makeup, and what we think is a coincidence is just God's way of remaining anonymous. Trust me. Be kind to yourself, knowing that what I share with you is true. Beautiful message if you were drawn to number 1. And that guilt that we can hold, it clouds our energy. It clouds our energy, and it can block us from receiving their messages, their signs, their symbols. And in fact, it doesn't block them from us. It blocks us from noticing them. You know what I mean? We're so busy in this and that we don't see those beautiful, miraculous happenings in our lives. We don't trust that it's really there for us. If you were drawn to pick card number 2, I'm glad, Jennifer. Good stuff. Glad, Nikki. Love you, girls. Card number 2, your card is, you have nothing to feel guilty about. How crazy, right? Hello. Sweetheart, I see you torturing yourself with what if questions concerning my life, my health, and my passing. You wonder whether you could have intervened so that I'd still be in my physical body. I am standing next to you right now to soothe away these thoughts. It's so important for you to understand that you did nothing wrong, that my physical passing was divinely timed and that you couldn't have changed anything. Please don't burden yourself with guilt any longer. Guilt is a complete waste of your earthly time, which is meant to be used in service of love. Guilt doesn't undo anything. I have forgiven myself for everything that I think I did or didn't do. But in the end, I learned that everything's already forgiven. And I pray that you also forgive yourself because you are so very loved and understood. And I feel like whoever, oh, I dropped those. Hold on. I feel heartburn. I feel heartburn and IBS around the past loved ones who are popping in with number 2. Aw. And I opened right to number 3. How perfect is this? If you were drawn to pick card number 3, I opened right to it. The card is, I was met by so many loving people. I want to put your mind at rest. I did not die alone. None of us ever comes into the earth world or ever enters into heaven alone. I was met by all of our loving relatives, friends, and even souls I did not expect. I was greeted so beautifully by my magnificent angels, teachers, and spirit guides who gently escorted me into my colorful heavenly life. It is all so splendid and so real. I cannot express to you the amount of love I was welcomed with. It feels so natural to be loved. I think I forgot that when I was living on the earth. When I came here, it was a wonderful reunion. It is a place where you see the best in everyone, and they also show you the best in yourself. It is indeed heaven. Beautiful card and message for those drawn to number 3. And Lynn, thank you for that validation. How awesome is that? You guys are so fantastic. Remember, I do have a private Facebook group. It's called the Spirit Speaks Vibe Tribe. That link should be in your description box. If you want more of this girl for free, I do a card a day, Intuitive Tuesdays, a Vibe Tribe only exclusive reading events, Vibe Tribe only gatherings. If you vibe with me, I would love to have you in there. You must agree to the group rules. And if you would like to connect with me on a deeper level, I offer one-on-one private sessions just like this, but we're meeting via Zoom. I have 15-minute, 30-minute, and 1-hour private sessions available. I also have tarot videos for order. So you would place your order and I do your tarot video. I talk to the camera like I'm talking to you and I send that over to your email. So if you're interested in that, just check out my description box and my booking links are there. And I am here for all of you guys. Until the next one, I send everybody so much love, so many blessings. You guys have a safe and happy Labor Day weekend, please, guys. And I will see you guys on Monday.